y'all. So now listen. So now let's talk about the dangers of too much water energy, right? So now, what you all have to understand, y'all, listen, what is the energy of water inside of astrology, right? It's going to be Cancer. That's going to be Scorpio. It's going to be Pisces, right? So now, when we talk about water, we get into the realm of emotions. And even if you don't know astrology, we all know how bad or good emotions can make shit, right? So the thing about it is, when you have too much, especially like negatively placed water energy, it can make you extremely sad and extremely emotional. It can make you extremely sad, emotionally moody, wish-washy. It can make you emotionally vulnerable, and it also can make you more defensive, even when you don't need to be defensive, right? Because you got to remember, now the emotions are at stake, are on the line, and at stake, right? So you got to remember, every gesture, the wrong word, the wrong facial expression, anything can make you feel awkward. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of times people say, you wear your emotions on your sleeve, you need to toughen up a little bit. And water signs, if you got too much negative, you do need to toughen up a little bit. The reason why is not because you just a weak person, but the thing about it is, you live in a world, a literal real world, where the shit is not going to go your way, right? And not only that, human nature in and of itself is adversarial. Human nature in and of itself is adversarial, so you're going to always be met with some form of resistance in either what you want, who you want to be around, what you want to do. So the thing about it is not to let it emotionally drown you. People with too much strongly negatively afflicted water energy, or like the moon, because the moon is a water-based planet, right? You got to remember, this can lead to suicide. It can lead to homicide and murder. People, think about it. The majority of homicides, a lot of times, especially over in America, motherfucker didn't get mad and hurt somebody. Assaults and the domestic violence, all the emotions flaring, tempers flaring, because people can't keep the emotional aspect under control. Like, no, you've pissed me off. The way you make me feel, I'm hurting the inside. And you gotta remember, well, listen, I'm gonna keep that shit a buck. I understand y'all say people make y'all do shit. Nobody make you do shit, but the thing about it is, human nature is able to be egged on by external circumstance, right? So they didn't do nothing to you, but you have a weak part in you, and they kept fucking with it so much, it naturally manifested in you as a volatile expression. I'm gonna keep that shit a buck with you. The law don't give a fuck about that. So you have to always keep that shit in mind. The law can't wait to lock emotional people up, just to make more laws and regulations, showing people this why we need more laws and regulations, because people too emotionally erratic. Real shit. We all know what a lot of people believe conspiracy with the government, that they want to invoke so much bullshit over the years that they feel like, okay, people are too emotionally chaotic and too emotionally destructive. They protest, they destroy shit, even though they might pay people to go do all this shit. We need more rules, laws, and legislations. Real shit. So the thing about it is, water energy, listen, water energy, it can be very chaotic. I mean, look at the seas of real shit. You drop one thing in a pond, and what happens? Ripples. So guess what that means? Water energy in and of itself can be affected extremely easy. Real shit. Think about it, you throw anything in any amount of water, it ripples, right? So you gotta remember, that means water energy carries emotional effects. Real shit. Think about Cancer. Cancer is like the #1 most moody zodiac sign, right? Remember, it's ruled by the moon. Waxing, waning, whole, half, crescent. People with strong Cancer placements are going to go through what? A lot of emotional instability, right? Because it's the moon. Type in how many phases does the moon have in a month. So if that same energy symbolically represents the energy of Cancer, what you think people with strong Cancer energy going to have? Or negative, they gonna be moody as hell. One day they happy, one day they sad, one day they want to eat some ice cream, one day they want to watch this, one day they mad at you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand these things about it, and they have to too. But that can destroy things, right? Same thing with Scorpio. Scorpio energy can be a little bit worse sometimes. Why? Because Scorpio ruled by Mars, a malefic planet that's gonna beat your ass up. Scorpio energy is very much a zodiac sign that is about revenge. And remember, Scorpio is all about psychology, right? So the thing about it is, like, Scorpio people can get too, like, deep into thinking that you going against them, or you out to get out against them, somebody plotting behind their back, to where Scorpio people, like, for real shit. Scorpio people can go through paranoia. Or people with too much heavily inflicted Scorpio energy, real shit. They can go through too much paranoia. I think everybody out to get them. Nobody is real. Everything is fake. Everything is lie. Everything is manipulation. Real, you see, I only got to walk you through how that could potentially be dangerous. But the thing about it is, sometimes Scorpio might have a little bit of truth in it, because Scorpio is still a detective. They're gonna have to see something to even feel like that a lot of the times. It's just that once they start investigating into it fully, it may not be what they thought it was. But it's definitely something they picked up on. They ain't just always just making up shit. You gotta remember that it's still gonna follow the guidelines of what Scorpio energy represents, to dig deep about like certain intuitive hunches. Pisces energy. Too much Pisces energy, getting lost up in dreams, getting wrapped up inside of fantasy, right? Emotionally connected to things that aren't really. You see what I'm saying? So Pisces energy in and of itself, isolating yourself too much. Not getting that one-on-one human connectivity that people really do crave and people really do need in order to have like a healthy, balanced life. Real shit. These are some real things that people really actually go through, right? With like a lot of these placements, right? You see what I'm saying? Emotional sensitivity, right? So water sign, let me tell you something. It's best to deal with people who emotionally respond to y'all correctly. But the thing about it is, water sign people with this shit too dumb. I'm a Pisces moon and a Cancer sun. But I got positive. I don't get like Mars in my shit. I don't get like Saturn in my shit or like stelliums. No, I just got the sun and moon. Benefic, positive planets. You see what I'm saying? People with water energy in and of itself, thing about it is, nobody's going to always try to cater to your emotions and feelings. And that's what a lot of times y'all get defensive, because water people live with the, I feel like things should be right emotionally for me to be happy. Real shit. All the time. If they not, you suck and soak and be a crybaby about it. This is in both men and women. The thing about it is, you have to deal with people who know how to handle that side of you, but at the same time, that shit overwhelms people. Because you might be sad as hell all the time, because you're water energy, too much dominated energy. But the thing about it is, everybody's not else. So what ends up happening? People say, okay, oh my God, this person finna be a killjoy. Oh my God, they finna, you know, you have been around them people that y'all having a good time. They just bring out a sad story out of nowhere. Like y'all just talking about, like y'all in an amusement park, y'all on a roller coaster, y'all like, hell, y'all eating ice cream, y'all having fun, and they just bust out with some shit like, you know what, damn, I'm mad as fuck. My grandma used to abuse me and call me fucked up shit, and she used to treat my daddy, or she used to beat my brother up. You gonna be like, okay, where the fuck did that even come from? You see how they are emotionally like forced their energy into the situation, and if nobody addresses that aspect, now they feel like everybody is against them and secretly be talking about them and don't like them for real. That's a problem. But a lot of time, water energy can't see it because it's emotion clouding the mind. Real shit. The moon is the mind. No matter where your moon is, it's still a water planet. So your water planet is just being soaked up by either earth energy, which is logical and practicality, fire energy, which is what, you know what, you get the gist. So that's the thing about water energy, people. Y'all gotta be really, really careful with that. That's what I'm saying, because you end up hurting yourself and hurting others a lot of times unnecessarily, right? Because it's the emotional aspect, right? But one, y'all really do watch out for that Scorpio placement, because they be serious. Yeah, Scorpio moon and shit, like a person with like a Scorpio moon, Mars, and Saturn. Oh hell no, I wouldn't even play with them people. Especially if they are Aries ascendant with Scorpio moon, Mars inside of the 8th house. Oh yes, don't risk your life fucking with them people, cause them will be some dirty low down people. I ain't gonna cap. They Aries ascendant with all that negative shit inside of Scorpio, the debilitated moon with enemy planet Saturn, and then hyper aggressive Mars. Oh yeah, in the 8th house of death, this type of person who could probably fuck around and actually want to unalive you. Real shit. So yes, y'all, but listen, water people, this is why I wanted y'all to know and put y'all up on game. You know what I'm talking about? But now y'all have a kind of a more clear understanding. Like I said, if y'all want y'all birth chart and shit read, make sure y'all please come and holler at me on any of my social media platforms or just in the comment sections on here. I will talk to y'all later, man. Peace.